Republican congressman from Colorado, Ken Buck. And, Colorado is not a right-to-work state, but enough states have joined this movement in the last 5 years, to Hillary's point, and it's worked mightily. It's provided amazing jobs in places like Alabama. So why now do we see the members of the federal government trying to overturn what states have decided for themselves?
Yeah, Charles, what you're seeing is a lurch to the left that we could anticipate with the Biden administration coming into office. The Democrats having a small majority in the House and a 50-50 tie with a tiebreaker over in the Senate. So I don't think this bill passes, but I do think that it is just an omen. It is a sign of what is to come if the Democrats continue to win offices. And it's why the American people will return Republicans to the majority in the House and the Senate in 2 years.
But it's just, I know there's there's always been this sort of the argument over states versus the federal government, and we saw a lot of that with the vaccine and the approach to how individual states were able to close while some weren't, and I think that was an unmitigated disaster. But again, California and New York had the right to do what they wanted to do. People are worried. I mean, this is a sort of big government stuff that scares the heck out of people, because this is the easiest way to take away our freedoms.
Absolutely, and people should be scared. When the socialists take over, this is exactly what happens, and we need to be really concerned about it. We need to make sure that states know what is best for them, and even states that don't know what is best for them, at least they suffer the consequences. Until, of course, Congress passes a $1.9 trillion stimulus bill that is going to bail out the states that have made terrible decisions on how they handled COVID and also right-to-work laws.
Right. On that bill, of course, there's a lot of questions about where the money is going on this thing. Interesting, because one of your colleagues from Colorado put out an interesting tweet this morning, noting that there's 328 million Americans, $1.9 trillion, $5,700, per American. But, some people are going to get $1,400 paychecks. Where's the rest of the money going? I mean, of course, we're talking about Representative Lauren Boebert, and she says, think liberals. But that's a big gulf. Where is that money going?
Well, we know where the money is going, or at least we know where some of the money is going. I'm sure they're hiding a lot of other money, but some of the money is going to a rail project in Nancy Pelosi's California. Some of the money is going to a road project with a major bridge expenditure in Chuck Schumer's New York. Everybody's got their finger in this pie to make sure that their home states, those blue states of the folks that are voting for this, are going to be paid off really well.
I got another tweet that I want to get your reaction to. It's from Senator Josh Hawley. He's proposing his own minimum wage plan, but it focuses on the blue-collar worker. Now, under this plan, those making less than $16.50 an hour will receive a tax credit worth up to 50% of the difference. Do you like this idea? Is this something that makes sense, a more nuanced approach to lower wage workers, particularly blue-collar workers?
I think it is more nuanced, but I have to tell you, Charles, from my perspective, one-size-fits-all plans from Washington, D.C. are inappropriate. When you look at just Colorado, in the Denver area, high cost of living, higher wages. In rural Colorado, low cost of living, lower wages. Having D.C. decide what is right for the country is a disaster.
Congressman Buck, always appreciate it. Thank you very much.